Well, happy Monday. Welcome back to Crypto Info, blockchain made easy with the tanker. Monday, October 13th, 7 a.m. coming to you from sunny Colorado. Sunny, smiley, happy Colorado. Why? Well, because if you're wondering what's going on with crypto, you came to the right place. Let's put it that way. Let's shed some clarity on and some comfort on what's happening in the market. Tap like, subscribe, please, down below, and our Caleb link. Don't forget about the Patreon that has just launched. We are loving the Patreon action. Please check that out. Guys, we're still in a bull market. We'll go over some lovely folks that we love, like Blockchain Backers, been talking about Wyckoff accumulation, distribution coming up shortly here. We're going to be heading possibly into a bear market. We'll talk about all of it. We could be, we may be, we may not be. This episode, however, is mainly concerning how if you miss Bitcoin, you watch the charts, right? You heard the hype, saw your friends get rich, right? Or some of your friends at least. You thought, oh, maybe next time. Next time is now. The truth is the ISOs are here. Bitcoin's a rich man's game, guys. Yeah, you might 2x or 5x, right? But that's a slow climb to get to the top. You do want to drop 10K in Bitcoin? Where's it going to go? And you know, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. You're going to get like 50K if you do that. It's not life-changing, right? You compare that to the next wave of crypto and what's going on with the real projects, like the bank-grade tech projects, like the ISO coins that we talk about on this channel. Massive upside potential, XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR. Oh boy, all of them, Quant, IOTA, Algo, Bob, ADA, all of them. We're going to break them all down. Welcome in. Not today, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you guys are all smiling still. Bitcoin is, Bitcoin was basically the proof, guys. I think we all know that. It proved that blockchain could work. We said it many times. Digital security, it's become the high bar of digital gold for the crypto space, right? Institutions love it. But everyday investors, that plane already took off. That train already left the station, right? Smart money, smart retail money says, utility revolution coming. Maybe I should think about that. The next Bitcoin isn't just a coin. It's this solution to the banking system, and it's a number of these coins. And we've named them the ISO 20022 coins. Welcome in. Satu, welcome in. Totally awesome, welcome in. Guys, you didn't miss the boat if you missed Bitcoin. XRP, we know, being the instant settlement layer in seconds, 3 to 5 seconds for pennies. XLM knowing what it does with so XRP's B2B and P2P payments, of course, are XLM for the everyday, particularly for disasters. It just has to be that. It's moving money, what Ripple really wanted to do initially for people sending money to like El Salvador and so forth. XDC, of course, is digitizing trade finance, bills of lading, letters of credit, all U.S. patents going on the blockchain with XDC. Holy Christmas. How about HBAR, the enterprise network, using Google, IBM, and governments for secure, energy-efficient transactions? What about them? Yeah. What about the rails for the new financial system being laid, guys? All right. Crypto is the easiest thing in the world, by the way. I know you guys are not beginners, but this channel is also to help the beginners. So very quickly, I will say, hop on to Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, whatever. I recommend Caleb and Brown, Fireblocks institutional grade custody, and keep a majority of it on cold wallets. Do not keep this stuff hot, guys, so that a hacker can potentially take your stuff. That's my recommendation, all right? You want to, it's so simple, guys. You get on, you verify your identity. We have a video on it. It's the simplest thing. You do your KYC, show your license, verify yourself, deposit your funds, you buy your crypto, deposit your funds, grab that stuff, and I suggest putting it on cold wallet. Do not take screenshots of any of your things. Do not take photos. Very not wise. Please do not do that. Please keep everything engraved on a metal plate. You can get it for $20 on Amazon, the little engraver and the metal plate. Keep it in a fireproof, waterproof safe, as I always say. Not your keys, not your crypto. You want to be very careful. Don't give anybody your seed phrase ever, obviously, right? Now, you want to sell or offload your crypto. I recommend you can put some of it on Caleb and Brown that has institutional grade custody. If you feel comfortable with that, I do with some of it. And I have it on the ready so that I have target sell orders already set. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. When they hit my orders, my marks, they sell. The mindset and strategy on this, guys, it's pretty obvious. Crypto is not for get rich quick. It is slowly get wealthy if you're smart. You set goals and stay consistent. At dollar cost average, you buy the dips. You don't freak out when it tweaks out. The market tweaks out. You just chill out. And if anything, you buy more. Not financial advice, obviously. And if you'd done that with Bitcoin in 2015, you'd be retired now, obviously, right? So now we're doing that now to set up. We're almost there. We're so early, guys. It's hilarious how early we are. This is literally, we're so freaking early, like 5-7% of the world, at least the US, I think it might be 8% or something, and more in some other places, but of the world, 5% owns crypto. The banks are just getting their ISO 20022 rails set now. November 2022 is the deadlines. Regulations are not stopping. They're just being written more. This is the internet in 98, you guys. That's where we are right now. Imagine owning Amazon or Google, and you do. If you own XRP, you own the Amazon of crypto, the next one. People in 5-10 years will be like, you found XRP? How'd you find that? You might have missed Bitcoin, everybody, at least I did. Most people missed Bitcoin. Most people. When I said earlier all your friends got rich, only some got wealthy from Bitcoin. Only some saw it. The wackies saw it. Look, here's the thing. You don't have to be wacky for this one. You could be a level-headed regular person and be like, now, wait a minute. I'm going to be a sound investor and say that I'm going to put my money on this because it makes sense in the real world, and this is a sensible thesis, and it makes sense, and money people would actually respect me instead of this, look back 7-10 years ago with the Bitcoin thing. People would be like, okay, kid, you want to play with that Bitcoin thing? Good for you. Oh, yeah, good for you. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, crap. That wasn't just a kid's thing. That was a real thing. Oh, I see what... Oh, it's blockchain technology. Oh, interesting. Blah, 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 blah. And now here we are. So who are the smart ones in the room that later now, in another 5-10 years, the experts of the world, the financial experts, investment experts are going to go, now, wait a minute. Now, how'd that little knucklehead come out of nowhere like that and didn't know nothing about all this stuff? And all of a sudden jumped on the boat and just literally in 10 years put in this much money and, 100x their money, their investment. How the heck did that just happen? Luckiest son of a gun I ever did see. Oh, wait a minute. There's tons of them. Oh, my goodness. You could weigh them. There's tons. A lot of tonnage. It's a habit. There are multiple folks, many individuals who saw this. Well, now, wait a minute. There's a whole group of people who saw this. Jim, you're fired. You didn't see it. You're fired. Out of here. Pull these young kids in. Get them on the team. Trump's admitting it. The banks are admitting it. Diamond just admitted it. All the kids went to the blockchain. You should have hired these kids. You missed the boat. We could have had a blockchain. Now we're scrambling trying to create some stable coin. There's no way we're going to catch up and gain enough traction, says the banks. I hope you guys are all laughing at this whole thing if you bought enough of this stuff, because you have no idea how early you actually are. I do. Do you? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. I want to make sure I'm giving you guys your credit, everybody. Not today. Sachu, totally awesome. Stu, welcome in. Welcome in, guys. You know I love you guys. Guys, I think you guys did see it, and that's why you're on this channel. You're like, this is the guy I'm going to listen to. Because you guys are on here every day. I'm not that funny. Maybe I'm funny looking. Like, really, maybe I am that funny to laugh at, and maybe it's like this guy's such a knucklehead. That's why I tune in every day. You know what I mean? Like, I did. I loved guys, and not in a mean way. I was like, this person's hilarious. I just want to, whoever it was at the time. I've listened to all of them for years. And you know what? No offense. I know you'll switch up. So if you guys leave my presence, I will not take any offense whatsoever. This is not an ego game. I love you. I hope you don't leave. But yeah, it's kind of funny how all of us now in crypto, the people who see this game and see the market do the dip that was obviously a shakeout. Guys, okay. Who's paying attention? Question. Who's paying attention to the obviousness of the shakeout that just happened? That wasn't even a shakeout. Oh, there's another biggie coming. Tanker's calling another big shakeout. That was just to say, maybe this is not a thing, this crypto thing. Oh, no way. Oh, no, we're going to get a big, big old shakeout before we go up. I could be wrong. Blockchain backer I respect very much, and the guy knows charts like nobody's business. He says we're getting ready for Wyckoff distribution. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll have to see. I don't know how I'm playing here. Am I even okay? We're on live and large. Yes, we are. Well, live and small, as we like to say. Guys, you tell me what's going on here. I'll give you some numbers on Wyckoff. Wyckoff theory shakeouts or springs are violent, panic-inducing drops below support levels. If they fall below long-term support levels, yeah, then we're going to cry. Flush out weekends and leverage traders, which it just did, triggered liquidations and stop losses. Allowed institutional buyers to come in and scoop up some cheap liquidity, of course, at the bottom, like they do, to shake it. Well, okay, I'm not going to say it. You guys know how this works by now. You know I'm not making this up. Okay, people who are have no type of conspiracy mentality, shred of DNA in their body are going to reject this, of course, which is fine. The markets are being steered by those who have trillions of dollars, and they steer. And it is what it is. It's a old held tradition. It's an old game ever since the market started. Price reclaimed the level fast, of course, after that. And then volume comes in on the rebound. And then market sentiment shifts from panic to accumulation quietly. We've been seeing some build. And then what just happened wasn't distribution. It was a spring. What just happened, of course. Historical precedent says, though, March 2020 COVID crash looked catastrophic, as we remember, turned out to be the spring of a massive super cycle. And I feel like we have another very, very deep Wyckoff setup coming. I think another one, in my opinion. September 2023 BTC shakeout below 25K preceded the breakout to 73K, of course, just months after that. So 2015-2016 accumulation base, it preceded the 2017 blow-off bull run, which I missed, and I hope you guys didn't. So absolutely it is realistic that what we saw a couple of days ago, guys, was a final flush before a major rally. I am calling that we're getting another one, not the beginning of the markdown. And it will be the setup for the super cycle, what we saw back in 98 with the internet market. And those who, okay, so if that doesn't happen, what do? We go dormant. Hang on, I have to get a little bug that's freaking me out and driving me nuts. We'll be right back. Hold on one sec. Sorry, I had a spider that's freaking me out, driving me nuts. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think we're heading to some macro bullish. Macro tells us we're going bullish. BTC, by the way, welcome in. Sachi says, I found a pretty nice way to move things like many years. Now that we hit irrational lows, we get irrational highs, and we might not be there yet. Oh, get ready for some more. No, that wasn't enough. Look, it's got to be convincing enough to the whole world for everybody to be like, see, that crypto stuff's garbage. See, I told you. See? Yes. Yeah, I had a little spider. It's driving me wacky. Freaks me out like it's going to be on my neck in 2 seconds if I don't handle it. Guys, I think it's pretty obvious that what just happened. First of all, it has to happen, and I'm telling you, I don't know if it was enough. Not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice. I'm some guy on YouTube. I am telling you that I don't think that was enough. It has to be convincing enough to get everybody to say, the whole world to say, geez, I hope for those of all of us who all bought into crypto, for everybody to say, oh, geez, I hope I didn't make a mistake with crypto. And for those of the folks who did not purchase crypto to say, oh, see, I told you don't buy that stuff. See, told you that was a big nothing burger. Wasted your money on that stuff. And then all of a sudden it starts like it always does, because it has to be enough of a game here, of a sentiment for everybody, including people who really believe in that asset class, to say, "Oh my gosh, maybe we made a mistake. It really is suffering so large, in such a huge way. Look at this price action. Oh boy, we should get out maybe." Ow! Now, when it goes to those points, that's when she goes. That's when she blows into the super cycle. Duh. It has to be that. Otherwise, everybody knows. I mean, how about you all stop calling super cycle and Frank and just be quiet, Tank? How about that? Because the more everybody has the sentiment that we're heading for a super cycle, the more they're just going to tank it, and we won't go up. See how it works? We all believe that crypto's garbage, and I'll spread that to the world. Oh, crypto's, yeah, no, it ended up being nothing. It was a big nothing burger. Once all that gets out, that's when it shoots to the moon. Well, yeah, it always does. Anything has always ever done that. Because if you know already, they don't want you to get rich. What do you think? They want you to get rich? They don't. Believe me. Financial system is like religion. It's the way to keep the masses under control. Duh. Okay, if they run it, then it does that. It serves that function. They run religion, so it does that, serves that function. They run the financial system, so it serves that function. The government, so it serves that function. You get it? I don't know. How in the Matrix are you? Do you see the control points and gatekeeping points of the Matrix well enough yet? How well do you see? I wonder how well we see through the mist. I really wonder sometimes, in the nicest way. Wait, hang on now. I'm being kind. This is in the kindest way. I don't mean this in a judgy way at all. I love everybody, and I was there just a little while ago, so please don't take me wrong. Some years ago, some decades ago, I was in the Matrix. Kind of always been out, but I was in it. I was falling into it in my early teens. Guys, we are heading for what we saw with the internet, of course, the internet time, and what happened with those stocks. And that's what we're getting ready to see coming up shortly here. In the crypto space, in the crypto market, I think it's the most obvious thing in the world. Stu says, watching the YouTubers who leveraged, priceless, very priceless. Guys, here's the deal. And I feel bad because I have a friend who leveraged, and I had said till I was blue in the face that you are the ones they are waiting for to pounce on. Don't be one ready to be pounced on. They're waiting to pounce on those who don't play this game properly. Properly. What do I mean by properly? Oh, I mean, don't try to get cute. I can't think I'm going to do something and play a game like play leverage long or short, whatever I do, it doesn't matter, to try to even swing trade. Maybe I can do it, maybe I can't, and come out a win at the end of that cycle or the end of that month or whatever, right? Maybe I can come out on top. Maybe I don't. But day trade, that's like pulling the slot and I mean, come on. Day trading is like, geez, you're really? You think you're that got good that fast? You don't realize what it takes to do this, I don't think. This is a thing. I started, and I'm really smart. I'm not afraid to say it. And I probably could have. Just like organic chemistry. I'm like, I'll go be a doctor for this. When I was in college, I'm like, organic chemistry for this, I'll go be a doctor. You kidding me? With my bio major that I was doing college. So, what's so interesting to me is that people think they can play this game and do it as well, if not better, than folks who've been doing it for decades. You're not going to do that. Come on. All right, here's how to play this game. It's very simple. Not financial advice. Here is a suggestion. Here is a suggestion. Now look at, for me, not you. That's the thing. You got to talk to your investment advisor for that part. I'm not going to give you financial advice. My suggestion for me and what I have done is I bought the ISOs early. You know when I bought them, I've already told you. I bought them super early. I was able to get a lot because of that. I had a position, wife's career, where I was able to go in heavy. Hold long term. off the internet, not hot, cold storage. Not keeping stuff in my phone. No, being ultra weird, paranoid safe, like silly paranoid safe. Yes. Holding and buying during dips and looking back at my accounts and realizing, sorry to tap the table because it's loud. I forget how loud it vibrates. Buying, and I look back and I see my purchases and I'm like, whoa, Frankie baby, you really believe this stuff. Look at this on this platform. Whoa, look at the purchases on this platform. Yes, and hold and be quiet and wait and patient. Unless you feel like your bags aren't packed enough, you got more, and you see, you're like, oh, that HBAR is definitely, man, you know what? I'm getting more. And so, I did before the Trump pump, and I went crazy and again loaded up even more, you know what I mean, for the Trump pump. And I hope you all thought to do the same. If you didn't, I'm sorry that you didn't. Because those who did and bought the future banking system, XRP, XLM, XTC, Algo, IOTA, Quant, ADA, and there's always one I miss. There's 8 of them. You know what they are. Have you bought them or not is my question to you. I am going to do a freak out again, I think, because there are others that are going to be fantastic. But the prices of these ISOs are so low compared to where they're going that if somebody just grabbed all the ISOs in large quantities, they would be so freaking set in 5-10 years. Duh. Holy crap, duh. So whoever bought the ISOs in a large, massive way and are coming clean and being honest with themselves, that yes, for sure, I bought some Doji and I bought some Shiba and it was fun and it's fun and it still is fun. And, I got some V-chains and things and it's fun and they're useful, and V-chain's very useful utility-wise. Get eyes on that project and, just say, hey, the thing is I got the ISOs though. That's the big thing. Oh, really? You got a couple? No, got a lot. Really? How'd you do that? That's how I did it. How'd you do it? Because you guys bought them too. How'd you get ISOs early? I'm not the only one who did it. Look, I'm a big, good for you, Tank. Good for you, guy. You know what I mean? I'm this big. No, who cares? Well, how did you guys get them? Because you guys did a similar thing. You guys got ISOs early. I know you did. That's why you guys are watching my channel. Not because I'm funny to laugh at or fun to laugh at, because, well, maybe, but because you guys did what I did, and you guys know that we are right, correct, over the target, on the money, I guess. Stu says, I watch folks who get wrecked, but, like I said, go back again. I think he's just saying, watch all these people who are bitching and moaning. Dude, all these people, look at, you had a chance to get XRP at 265 or something? That it went 10-2. That's what you just had. You had the chance to get some 2 or less. What was it? It was crazy low. Was it 160? What did XRP just go to? Am I off? I'm usually off with this stuff. What did XRP just go to? Here, let's grab our 7-day. What was this nasty dip? Yeah. It went down to like 185 or something, 184. Yeah, it was like $1.84 XRP. People, please. Are you kidding me? Please. Oh, boy. Hold on. Guys and gals, and let's leave it at that. Please. I'll use the term people. People, please, out there. Humans. Hey, humans. Are you aware that we just started with the utility cryptos now? That this is all being set now? The rails, I think you know. For those of you who don't know, Stu and you and all of you, my regs, and Satchu and everybody who's in here, my regs, I know you guys know. Satchu, I know you know. Totally awesome, I know you know. Not today, I know you know. And this is probably why your handle name. Not today, please. Guys, I know you already know. The folks who are just joining crypto, or newcomers who have joined the channel, who are not the folks I've just mentioned, including Marnie and Luke and everybody else, all my regulars, Monsager and all my regs, and Nelson and Two Paws, and everybody else. I'm sorry, Prit T and everybody. Here's the deal. Well, here's one of the deals. Not like this is the only thing, but here is a big thing. One of the things. It's that we really are this early. That there really is, guys, let me please lay this out again very quickly for everybody, whether you're a beginner or not. A reminder, because of what just happened, you could be in for a lot more pain, people, with this crypto market. If you want price to go up, you could be in for a lot more pain. I'm a weird, sick, I want price to go down low enough so I can then go grab more, even though I don't need it. But if it goes low enough, I am going to grab more. But here's the deal. The FTX. I want the biggest crash you ever did say, so we all could just scoop like crazy, those of us who know, and all my buddies can get a chance, and all my friends who missed and listened to the wrong YouTubers about XRP is a crap coin and blah, 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 can all be able to, oh my God, XRP's at 20 cents. Do you really, isn't it nothing now? Isn't it going to go to zero, Tank? Because you said to me all this time, you bought it like 40-something cents, 30-something cents. You talk to me about guys who bought at 17 cents and so forth. A lot of the folks that we watch on YouTube, God bless them, good for you guys, seeing it that early. And, what's going on with this whole, we could see that. Oh, boy, if we do. Oh, boy, I'm scooping more. Oh, my gosh. Scoop time. Oh, boy. Because even if it does go that low, you can't make it go away. The genie is out of the bottle with blockchain. I don't care if we have some crash worse than FTX. We ain't going nowhere. All we're doing is buying more and getting happier. You guys understand how to handle this. Please understand. Call for an FTX crash. Call for it to go lower so your friends can get in now. Everybody who missed can now get in. Because if that happens, it doesn't change anything. It just means that, it simply means it was an effort to drive it down so big boys can buy enough. Well, that's when we buy too then. Yeah, call for a huge crash. You get it? You should be calling for the biggest crash possible, not for their stuff to crank up right now, knowing that you need the big crash for all of them to get all the people to say, even the believers, like I said earlier, be like, or even the knowers, you'd be like, oh, maybe this really is garbage. Shoot, I pissed it. And you need to shake everybody out. Then it goes super cycle. Do you get it? Do you understand this one that I am always calling it? You watch what's going to happen. In 5 to 7 years, I'm not bragging, I always call it. Watch 5 to 7 years, I'll be right. You'll be like, that guy was freaking right. It's exactly what they did. They did a monster, even bigger crash than what we had seen. We all thought it was going to be crap, and then they started the freaking super cycle. What in the F? Yeah, because the same thing happens every time. Let me lay it out again. Internet, I'll start with anything. Like, start earlier than internet. I could do the car and the motor vehicle industry. But let me go with internet and do that, because y'all remember it. Most of you are old enough. Sorry to say y'all. I watched a live football coverage on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's going, y'all. Every 2 seconds, I had to turn the thing off. I'm like, I really wanted to try, guy. I subbed to you, and I liked and everything. I just couldn't keep you on. Oh, boy, he was saying y'all every 2 seconds. Anyway, it's the same every time. Take the internet phase, the internet cycle, and what happened with the stocks. You remember, don't you? What's this new internet thing? That's garbage. And you're buying stocks on this? What are you talking? How do you, well, please. I've never, yeah, Schwab's actually offering. Maybe I'll try that Yahoo or that whatever, Netscape or whatever. Uh-huh. But it's still weird to me. What's that at? So I just got ripped off with that stuff. I put on my credit card, tried to buy something, I got ripped up, remember? 98, 99, whatever. Somebody in Russia had my credit card. First time I went on to try to buy something on the internet, early days. They had my credit card in Russia. My bank was like, somebody in Russia got your credit card. I'm like, oh, this internet stuff, man. See, they were right about this. I was in college at the time, I think. And anyway, how funny, right? Why are you doing that? Why are you buying that internet stuff? What is that weird @ symbol? Stay away from that stuff. Rah, rah. Then what happens? the technology for that, and they were kind of right because it was only dial-up we had available. It was just clunky and it's not going to work, right? It could be hacked easily, not secure, right? Right. Not for everyday use, right? Right. I already know I'm right. I don't know why I'm saying right. I'm right because we all witnessed this. We all saw this happen if you're old enough. And then what happened? The technology was completed behind the scenes and in everybody's face. But behind the curtain, all the technology got completed. What else happened? In the mainstream media, ABC, CBS, NBC, CNN, 60 Minutes, all the Democratic-owned news stations bashed the crap out of it and said, "Why, that stuff's garbage. Why would you ever buy that?" Didn't have YouTube at the time, right? Really, right? No. To get the inside work kind of thing on the street, no. All you had was that. So, boy, was it steered. Do you remember this time, folks? And do you remember what happened? They were, by the way, back the truck up. Beep, 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 beep. If it's crap, why are you guys all backing the truck up on it, buying so much? We're watching you guys buying this stuff behind the curtain. You never know. It might be something someday. say all the one percenters. All of a sudden, technology is completed behind the scenes. All the advertising starts. The devices are in our hands. They're on our desks. Enter now a gateway computer, if you remember. I know you guys remember with the cow and everything. Oh, boy, really can use this thing? Well, what's that? That stupid dial-up crap. What is that crap? Oh, then we finally went to DSL. DSL. You got that new DSL? Then we went to cable modem. Oh, crap. Now it's fast now. Boom. Then we get to... Right. Do you remember how the stocks went apeshit and they went crazy? Sorry to swear. They went crazy. Your Yahoos and everything, and your hairdresser was oh my God, the internet, it's the best, get these stocks. And the bubble, right? That's the bubble, the height. And then it all crashes, and then the cream rises to the top months after that, because the real ones in the internet space, they don't get vetted out and go away like a lot of these cryptos will. The same thing is happening. Are your eyes open or not? Direct question, yes or no? I get so aggravated. I'm like, guys, you need to see what I see because it's so obvious. And if you see it, you see it. I will get to comments. Guys, do you see? This is the 98 internet time right now with crypto. And I think we need another monster crash to show everybody it's true. To show everybody that, see, it was garbage, meaning powers that be talking. And then, all right, let's send this crap to the moon, baby. Are you ready, Jim? Hit that lever. Hey, Oz, behind the curtain. Are you ready? Go ahead, hit that lever now. We're ready. We got enough of it and everything. We own the back door to it. We have enough of it. But I only spit the truth? What do I do but spit the truth? Oh, why wouldn't I? And look, we have 10 viewers on right now. We literally have freaking 10 viewers. And I am saying without ego that I am one of the most over the target on this internet. On this YouTube over all this stuff. And I know you guys agree that have been on here. I talk to people sending my comments like, where have you been hiding? I'm like, thank you for seeing the value in me. Then I see the truthies. People around me in my circle are like, damn, Frank always looks so weird at the beginning, the stuff he says. And then like a year or two later, it doesn't seem like it's true. The whole world is saying opposite. And all of a sudden, this dude ends up being right. Why is this true all the time? This dude cheating. Is he a weird time traveler or something? I'm not a time... We're all time travelers. That's why I paused. All right, let me get to my comments here. Oh, wow, we got 12 viewers. Holy crap, we got 12 viewers. 12 actual people are on the truth of crypto here with this. Oh, my gosh, 12 people get the benefit of the tank. Get the benefit of the truth. And you guys spitting the truth in here. Hilarious. We are more over the target, in my opinion, than really almost anybody that I watch in crypto, except for chart analysis, which people are going to do better than me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I told you I'm in truth. And as far as finding more deeply researched stuff, there's guys who make it their mission. They spend hours a day, and they are more deeply researched than I am, and that is also true. I'm not afraid to admit it. When it comes to turning this on, I've done my work that is able to, quote unquote, cheat. And who cares about all that shit? Because that tells me the truth, and I don't need to go to school and learn all that crap. So it is kind of like cheating a little bit. But no, it's not cheating. This requires a lot of work. I think you all know who do. Let me bust through comments as fast as I can. Wow, we got another viewer, 13. Woohoo! Hilarious. This cracks me up that we're so over the target and we literally only have 13 viewers on right now. Guys, I love you who do join, and thank you for tapping like and subscribe down below and joining our party. And no, don't worry. We're positive about this. I'm smiling. By the way, if it sounds like I'm being a cranker pot, I'm not. I'm being a happy dude. This is so fun. Let me get to my I'm not kidding, because I know the truth of what's happening. I see it, and so it makes me laugh. Especially people who use leverage and things, guys. Please, I'm not laughing at you, but please stop using leverage and playing silly games. Be slow and patient. That's leverage is an example of impatience. Thank you. Drops the mic. That's an example of being impatient. Oh, I got 15 viewers on. Holy crap. Oh my God. I'm going to jump up and down. We're the most over the target in crypto, arguably over than almost anybody else. And we have freaking 15 viewers on our live. Hilarious. Like I said, I get comments all the time. People like, where have you been hiding? You were like so over the target. Why is everybody else not? I'm like, I don't know, dudes. I don't know what to tell you. Beastie Boys. All right, here you go. Let me get to some comments. Satu says, not repeating it, XRP is still zero in my eyes, says Turdy. Welcome in, Turdy. Turdy Zero explains, says Stu. I love the old Crash Bandicoot. It scares the normies, especially the huge crashes, dude. It's so fun to watch. To me, it's fun. I'm weird. Am I mean? You know what I mean? You get to the you see the truth of the shadows in the cave, what they really are. Or you get to the top of the mountain, so to speak, and then you're not supposed to laugh, though. You're supposed to be kind. Don't be a jerk tank. I love the old Crash. He says Stu. Stu says Stu. I just got the remakes of the PlayStation Crash Bandicoot game, man. Oh boy, now we're getting into PlayStation games. Guys, next 10, we love, okay, what coins do you think will run on this? ISO 200. Okay, so let me understand your question, Turdy. Next 10 years will live by crypto. Yes, they will. Next 20 to 30. What coins you think will run on this? Well, I think they are XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, IOTA, HBAR, Quant, ADA. I think some VeChain as well is going to be around for a long time. I don't think Bitcoin is going away. I think it'll be around for a long time. Ethereum will take a slow exit, a very slow death, a giant dying of starvation. No more humans to eat, and just is running around foraging, trying to find food, and then ends up falling and dying. Still a giant until it falls, and still able to be powerful. And just like the fail of a U.S. reserve of a world reserve currency is similar to that. The giant is still the giant, able to just step on a house or whatever and crush stuff and be huge until it starves to death and just slowly stumbles and falls and dies. And that's kind of like the death of what's going to happen with a lot of the. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good analogy. I think there's more than a 20% shot, says Satu, that NASDAQ stocks will be on XRPL. Yeah, I think there is too. There's just no other platform to support it. Well, some people are saying Zinfin is going to be. Where's my boy? Totally Awesome. Where'd you go? Totally Awesome jumped out. He would jump in on Zinfin right now in XDC for you, Satu. You can make shitcoin stocks, but them being XLS 20, yeah, I agree. Those are good points. Those are good points. Guys, please work on your grammar in the comments. I love you. Please work on your so I can read them more smoothly. Don't worry, I'll get to them. You're worried I'm not going to get to them. You're typing them fast. I swear I'm going to go back to these comments and make sure I'm reading them all. Now, Stu says, I remember, can you talk? You're right, back to the 70s, exactly. Yep, upgrade to the walkie-talkies, exactly. Do you guys remember? But while the tech increases and while this all happens, you guys, the powers that be back up the truck. Chuck, don't you know? That's what they do. All these people jump out like it's not interesting. I love it. It's hilarious. I do get aggravated. All right. Not aggravated enough, though, to jump out of our stream. Okay. Guys, here's the deal. Those of you who have lost hope in crypto, those of you who just, because I see how many viewers hop in and out, and maybe I'm just not interesting, but those of you who hopped off, this isn't for you, and that's okay. We cover, you have got crypto info, blockchain made easy with the tank, and we cover cryptocurrency and the markets, but we cover the truth on it We give you, when you guys look back, I hope, and I think you are going to say that was actually one of the most solid dudes on crypto who actually told me all the stuff I needed to know to be successful with crypto. He was a little moon boy-ish, but he was correct, that tank, when you look back 5 years, and you can play this video back, by the way. Why don't you go ahead and play this little son of a gun back Monday, October 13th. 7:42 Mountain Time in Colorado, what the tanker was spitting, that all the tank ever said to do is, first of all, he wasn't a financial advisor, but what he did was he bought the ISO 20022 cryptos that are utility-based and changing our banking system, along with some others, no problem, including some meme coins and so forth that he knew were going to go up. And he said, put them in cold storage wallet and be very careful and don't fall for any scams. And if you want to put a little bit on Caleb Brown, which is institutional grade custody, no problem. You're probably fine there, okay? As far as the safety of your crypto. And you have the accessibility and access like a hot wallet where you can be on the ready and set target sell orders. Now, but most of it, keep on cold storage, fireproof, safe, waterproof. Make sure you're being very careful and cautious, and you've loaded your bags on all the ISO coins and so forth, and maybe some memes and things like that. Now just be quiet and wait. You can talk. It's okay. But just wait. Now just wait. And as you wait and wait and wait, and you have loaded your bags, of course, and you've dollar cost average, you bought each week, no matter what the price was, you bought all the dips. When it went down significantly, you purchased a whole bunch. And now you're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And that's what you do. You just wait. Because nothing has changed in crypto where we're going backwards or anything like that. The genie is out of the bottle. The toothpaste is out of the tube. Crypto can't go backwards. It won't. It doesn't. Why? Because it offers technology and convenience to the world, and a further iteration for what? Our money. Oh my gosh, our value at the very least, and other things too. Entertainment, you've got gala games and so forth like that. So because that's the case, we don't go backwards as humans. So the thesis is, yeah, we going forward with crypto. It ain't going nowhere. It's just how much of a shakeout can we have to shake all the knuckleheads out who are not knuckleheads, but you know what I mean. All the weekends out. And so that the powers that be, of course, can load their bags sufficiently enough while the technology is completed behind the scenes and above water in front of everybody's face, so that now we're ready to have Metcalfe's Law kick in, and now, because otherwise there's nothing anyway, and they know that. But then everybody's got a cell phone in their hand. Now we got Metcalfe's Law kicking in. Are you catching what this guy's throwing down? I think we're about to end the episode today, because when I have to get to points where I have to shout it out instead of talking it out, it's time to end the episode. I love you guys. Guys, you guys are awesome. Stu, you know I love you. Totally awesome. No, I love you. You're good. Totally awesome. Not today. Thank you for your comments today as well. And thank you, Sachu. As I've said, thank you, Stu. I want to recognize everybody. Turdy, you know we love you. We love everybody in here. Marnie, Luke, Monsager, everybody who comes in. Have a lovely Monday. And remember, it is the start of the week, so have the best week ever. Don't worry, even if crypto doesn't suffer another FTX crash, you've got enough, don't worry. And if we go up from here, then fine. And even if we do our dumb stutter steps and trading sideways for literally a year, 2 years, who gives to you know what, right? Who cares? Genie's out of the bottle, and we won, and we're rich. It's just simply a matter of time. Stay strong and be smart. That's why you come here, because I'm spitting you the truth, and I'm here to keep you level-headed. Stay cool and level-headed. Stay like institutions do. Remember, you are the entire board right in your head. You've got the whole board in your head. You have to be the whole board, the whole 12 board members. No, you don't have to be split personality, but you have to be the whole board. I love you. Have a good day.